Yes, I know it's probably a little early, but it's never too early to prepare. You know what they say? Failure to prepare is preparing for failure. And as carnivores, the holidays are something we really need to prepare for ahead of time. So let's talk about it. Hi, guys. And yes, I really do have my Christmas tree up. But in my defense, this was the only weekend I was going to be available to do it. And I had to get it done. We're going to be hosting Thanksgiving at our house this year. And between now and Thanksgiving, I literally have no free time. So this was it. So here it is. I know a lot of people are going to be like, come on, you're crazy. But after taking down all my Halloween decor, it looked really naked and bare in here. And it just, I don't know, it felt sad. So, and I love Christmas. What can I say? Besides, I wanted to talk about the holidays tonight. So I thought it was kind of fitting. I wanted to talk about how, as carnivores, it's really important to prepare for the holidays because there's going to be a lot of food involved. And if you're not ready for it, it could really throw you off. I know you have a couple of options. I want to talk about those. The first option is if you are invited out for company parties, friends, family, whatever, and you're not comfortable yet being around all that food and, there's just going to be a lot of alcohol. Not everybody drinks, but there's, like at business parties and stuff, there will be. And if you don't feel like you're strong enough yet to turn it down or you're just not comfortable, then just say no. Just don't go. It's okay. There's always next year. You can do it next year. But for me, I'm hosting the holidays, so I'm not going to just feed my family meat. They won't come, and I want them to come. So I've got to prepare um, something that everybody can eat. Because I even have some relatives, my son and my granddaughter, who are pescatarians. So, I like to make everybody comfortable and feed everybody uh, something that they're going to enjoy. So anyway, like I said, you have options. You can one, just opt out, just don't go. It's okay. You can go next year. Two, if you're invited to somebody else's house or another company party or what have you, bring something to eat. You can bring your own food. You can bring a charcuterie tray of meats and cheeses. You can bring a low carb dessert. You don't have to eat what they're going to have there. Eat ahead of time. Make sure you're full. Fill up on meat before you go so you're less likely to be tempted. But if you think you're going to be, then just bring some treats for yourself, even if you don't want to bring something for everybody else. Bring some beef jerky in your purse or suitcase or briefcase, whatever. Make some of that carnivore crack. You got to keep it on ice. So you might have to bring your own cooler, put some drinks in there and some of your carnivore crack, but just bring something to nosh on so that you're not tempted. And if you're hosting, like I am, look at recipes. You'd be surprised what you could find. I thought, I was kind of between a rock and a hard place, but there was so many carnivore recipes, things that not only I'll enjoy, but I think my guests will enjoy as well. For instance, the cauliflower, mashed cauliflower that tastes like mashed potatoes. I had that years ago when I was doing the low carb diet. They're really good. And a lot of my family enjoyed it just as well. I thought they tasted just even better than mashed potatoes, but you can always make both. So I thought, okay, I'll make those. I saw a recipe for a gravy that wasn't made with flour or cornstarch. It had another thickener in it. I didn't write it down, but I will. I'll try and find it. But so you can make it gravy. You can make prime rib. You can make turkey. You can make ham. You can make the cauliflower mashed potatoes, whatever, with that gravy. And you can also have like Brussels sprouts with bacon, deviled eggs. It won't be 100% carnivore, it'll be low carb. But if you're consuming 70% or more of your calories in meat, you're still going to be a carnivore. You're not going to get kicked out of the carnivore club. You're not going to lose your carnivore credentials just because you ate a vegetable. It's still a better option than giving in and eating the other things that they're going to be serving, like the cheesy corn casserole, which is what I'm famous for. I'm not going to be making that this year because there's no way around that. It's not low carb and it's not carnivore. But the Brussels sprouts with bacon, those are pretty good. The sauteed mushrooms, those are yummy. Green beans with sauteed mushrooms, even better. They're stuffed mushrooms with sausage. There's things you can have. Look it up. I started researching it and I was very happy to see there's a lot of low carb, slightly carnivore-ish, but for the purists, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to, but I'm a dirty carnivore and I'm okay with that. I guess I'm ketovore. But if you're following the strict carnivore where you're not going to have anything but meat, it might be a little more difficult. But I did see there are some options. I don't know how good they are, but you got to do what you got to do to get through the holidays. It's important. They're only a couple days. We'll survive. But I just want them to be as enjoyable as possible. Like I've said many times, I'm a foodie. I enjoy food. And right now, I'm at the point in my journey where I'm doing really well. I'm losing weight like I'm supposed to now. I've eliminated all the foods that were causing me any health issues. So I'm feeling great and I don't feel uncomfortable thinking about maybe having something that's not full carnivore. Like I said, I wouldn't do anything extreme. I will probably still stay, I know, not probably, I will still be doing carnivore, but more low carb. Brussels sprouts obviously aren't carnivore, but they're okay. I'm still going to be consuming 70% of my calories in meat. I'm going to have plenty of turkey that day, trust me. Sometimes we have turkey and ham. On Christmas, we have prime rib or New Year's Eve, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I know there's going to be some other dishes that I'm going to want to have. And like I said, deviled eggs, things like that. And it won't throw me out of ketosis and it won't, like I said, get me kicked out of the carnivore club. That's not a concern anyway. I love my carnivore community. I love how supportive they are, but I'm doing this for me. And right now, what I'm doing is working wonderfully, and I'm really happy with it. And I still consider myself a carnivore, ketovore, carnivore, and I'm not feeling guilty about it. I don't feel like, oh, shame, shame, because I'm not just going to eat meat. If I find that anything that I eat causes me an issue, then I will eliminate it, which is where I'm at right now. I have eliminated pretty much everything but meat, and I'm doing wonderful. But I don't think one day will hurt me. If it does, I'll get right back on the wagon. The same with I use stevia, and I know a lot of carnivores are totally against that, and that's fine. Don't use it if you're against it. Don't use it. I'm not. And it works for me, and it hasn't triggered me into eating sugar. Actually, it's made my life much more enjoyable. Like I said, I look forward to having a little bit of something something at night, like a little bit of stevia in my tea. And it's just made life more enjoyable for me. I guess I can handle it. I didn't think I could. I was worried because I was a sugar addict. And I think people that have an issue with it may not want to do it because it might trigger them into eating more sweets. But it hasn't been an issue at all with me. Like I said, it's made my life a little bit better. But I know there's some, not most. Most carnivores are not judgmental, but there's a few, and they've managed to land on my page and they let me know what I'm doing wrong. And if they want to judge me, that's fine. I don't care. It doesn't deter me from my journey. I'm still going to do what I'm doing, and I'm still feeling better than I've ever felt, and I'm still losing weight. So if they want to judge me, judge me. Hopefully they'll get to that place where they're feeling good and they're healthy and they'll realize that it's not important. What's important is that you do what's best for you. And that doesn't mean following everybody else blindly. You have to figure out what works for your body. Like I said, it took me a while. I didn't jump into carnivore head first like some people. I had to ease myself into it. I was still eating nuts. I was still eating Brussels sprouts. I had wean myself off of things with oxalates. It took a little while, but that was at the very beginning of my carnivore journey. I was just learning about oxalates, and because I liked spinach and I thought that was good because it was low carb, but I found out that was very high in oxalates. Same with almonds, so I switched to pistachios and macadamia nuts. But eventually, I got to the point where I didn't need to eat those either, but that's okay. It helped me. It helped me at the beginning of my journey. Some people have to go cold turkey. That would not have worked for me at all. I would have just bounced right out of here. It just wouldn't have worked. But some people, they can't wean. They have to go cold turkey, and that's good. You have to know what is going to work best for you. And we're all different. If everybody was the same, we could all just say, "Hey, this is the one and only diet. Let's all do it," and we'd all be wonderful. But I know plenty of people are saying that they're doing it. They're doing the carnivore diet and it's not working as well for them. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're on any medications. I don't know what their prior eating habits were. So I don't know why it's not working for them. But I don't believe that it's one size fits all. You kind of have to tweak things and find out what your body needs, what your body can't have, what's going to work for you. And it's also your personality type. I'm not a very disciplined person. I know that. And so if I was to get on a very strict regimen, I would jump right back off of it within a couple of days. That's why I like the carnivore diet. I didn't have to. I eased myself into it. As a matter of fact, most carnivores suggested that I go that route. And thank God they did, because I wouldn't be here today. I would have stopped already. So it's up to you what works best for you, but don't think that just because it's working for you, that's what everyone else should do. Just work on yourself. Just work on yourself, see what works for you, and hopefully you'll get to that point where you are feeling good and you're getting the results you want health wise. And if you're here to lose weight, you'll lose the weight. But remember that everybody's has a different experience with it. Some people aren't finding the benefits for health issues. They have some extreme health issues that carnivore isn't helping, at least not now. Maybe it takes longer for certain health issues. Some people aren't finding that they're losing weight right away. It's taking longer than they thought, but there's reasons for it. You may not even know what they are. You don't know what's going on in your body. You don't know, you may have had years of abuse and it's going to take a while to detox and to, I think they call it, get fat adapted. So give yourself some time. If you're having a problem with it, do some research. There's so much information online. There's so many people that can help you. And there's so many different stories. And they're all different. I love listening to the different stories of people that are doing carnivore and how they approached it, a different way than I did, or they're doing things different than I am and it's working for them. Because there's times where I need a little bit of help. There's times where I need to tweak my diet, but I don't know what to do. So I'll come on and I'll tell people, this or that's happening, and they'll suggest things. And it's up to me if I want to try it or not. And I've taken all the suggestions into consideration just to see what will work and what won't. And I've found some great ideas thanks to the carnivores that have come to my page, thanks to my subscribers. You guys have been amazing. But remember, the carnivore diet, it's not a club. We're not competing. We're here to get healthy. We're here to heal. Some of us are here to lose weight. Some of us are just want to be the best we can be. And from what we see and what we believe, carnivore is the way to do that. So we like the fellowship, the camaraderie with other carnivores. I know I do. I really appreciate the friendship. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. But you have to be honest. You have to be willing to admit when you're failing, because otherwise, how can you get help if you don't admit, you did this wrong or that wrong, and how can I fix that? No one can help you if you're not honest. So be prepared to be honest. Let us know. We're not here to judge you. We're here to help. And it's still, without a doubt, one of the best ways of eating I have found. I'm 63, and all the diets that I've tried, none of them have given me the benefits that the carnivore diet has given me. None of them. I've lost weight on almost all of them. Some I lost a little, some I lost a lot. Always managed to gain it all back. But I don't remember getting any health benefits, not like this, because with the carnivore diet, you eliminate all of the crap, the carbs and the sugars, and you just, you release all that, and you're just eating meat and butter and eggs. And some of us drink coffee, us dirty carnivores. Some of us might eat some vegetables. Oh, you also want to get rid of the seed oils. Those are really bad as well. But when you get rid of all that stuff and you start feeling better, it's amazing to feel this good. Like I said, no other diet has done this for me. So even if I hadn't lost the weight, I would probably still stick with it. I would try to figure out why and tweak it, like, which is what I've done, because I wasn't. And now I am. And I still feel good. I feel wonderful. But I'm not going to feel guilty for not following it the way I guess some people have it written out in they have a book on it or something. I don't know, but we don't all have to follow the same exact food regimen. The main thing is just to get rid of the sugars, the carbs, the seed oils, and then just go from there and see how you feel. Some people can have cheese. I had one person comment and they thought maybe they're having issues with cheese. They could be. I don't know. I still have a little bit of cheese once in a while on my pork rind nachos, and I don't feel like it's had any impact on my health or my weight loss. So I don't know. We're all different. Some people can't handle any dairy, and that may just be the issue for them. They just can't have dairy. So, but anyway, the point of this video was to prepare yourself for the holidays. There's going to be lots of food. There's going to be alcohol. There's going to be candies and all that stuff. Stay full. Eat your meat every day. Eat as much meat as you can eat. That's going to help you. Find some alternatives, some healthy alternatives that are carnivore-ish or low carb, whatever it takes. Don't feel bad if you have to deviate a little bit from the carnivore thing, as long as you keep on track with your health and your weight loss. And you can if you stick to low carb. But for some people, certain foods might just trigger you back into feeling awful again, bring back the inflammation. So you have to be careful. Ease yourself into things slowly. Don't just like, oh, I think I can eat these now. And, the next day you'll wake up and feel like you've been hit by a truck. Or don't forget to do all the things you're supposed to be doing, like taking your electrolytes, drinking your water, keep moving, keep whatever it is, walking, exercising, keep doing those things as well. And then, like I said, just keep eating your meat, people. Keep eating your meat, because that's the best tool of defense you have. As long as you're staying full and satiated, you won't be as tempted. So hopefully we'll all have a wonderful holiday. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my first holiday on the carnivore diet, and the first holiday I've had since I've lost weight. I'm 40 pounds thinner than I was the last 10 holidays, and I'm excited about that. And it's the first holiday that I'm not depressed. I was so depressed last year. I made it through. Nobody really noticed, but I knew. But this year, I'm not depressed. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you all have a great holiday this month. Let's just, hang together. If you need any help, come to my page. Let me know how you're doing. I'm here for you, just like all my carnivore friends have been here for me. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.